Hey guys, it's your boy Mark back with another video. That time of the year again. WWE SummerSlam 2022. Wow, we're there already. Last year's SummerSlam was less than a year ago. And I've done a video even like before that, but like especially since last year's SummerSlam, I've done a video every single day since then, and that's just awesome, man. Yeah, SummerSlam 2022. I kind of forgot about this show. Like, it was like yesterday. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. SummerSlam is tomorrow, and I was kind of excited for it because there were some matches that looked good to me. That last man standing match sounded really fun. The main event, of course, rematch main event of SummerSlam 2018. The ending of the main event annoyed the heck out of me. Alright, I'll get to that at the end, of course. But up until then, this was a pretty fun show, honestly. It was. You didn't have the best matches or anything, definitely not. But you had like just a lot of. Pretty much everything on here was like fun to watch. Honestly, I thought there was no bad matches at all. Although I didn't catch the first match, the Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch Raw Women's Championship match. Full circle again, just like it last year. It was Becky challenging Bianca, and a year later it's Becky challenging Bianca again. But this year, Bianca won. This year, Bianca won. I didn't watch this match. Like I said, I was playing Resident Evil 4. That was a game that I was like stuck on this part on Resident Evil 4, and I finally got past that part today, thankfully. And then I was looking for streams for this show because I don't have the WWE Network anymore. And yes, it's still the WWE Network for me. The whole show was like buffering, like, well, not buffering, but when it did go on, the picture and audio ran fine, ran perfectly. But then every like few minutes, it would freaking stop, and I would have to reset the page, you know. Yeah, this pay-per-view was fun. But biggest part is SummerSlam. First SummerSlam in July, and the first time in history since SummerSlam was invented that we didn't have a SummerSlam show in August. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, I didn't watch the opener, Becky versus Bianca, but I know Bianca retained, so that's awesome. But when I got into this show, it was right after the end. Bayley returns. I haven't been like begging for her to come back, but a lot of people have been wanting her to come back. She finally came back, and after this, that was it for me. Like the peak of the show was when Dakota Kai returned afterwards with Bayley. I was so ecstatic, man. I was so upset when Dakota Kai was released, man, and she's back. She's freaking back, man. And I was so devastated. I was like, man, I'm not watching NXT anymore, and I'm still not gonna watch NXT anymore. If she went back to NXT, then I would be watching NXT again. But since she isn't, I'm gonna be focusing on her. She's on the main roster now, finally, and that's just awesome. And then Io Shirai came back too, so that's awesome too. But obviously, the peak of this whole show by far was when Dakota Kai returned, my fellow Kiwi, and she's a goddess. Okay, she's a goddess. Dakota Kai is a goddess. But after that, we got The Miz versus Logan Paul. Logan Paul, once again, just an awesome performance from Logan Paul. awesome moves in this. There was this really awesome move in the corner that Miz did to Logan Paul. Kind of like Logan Paul was like sitting in one of the corners, like on the second apron, to be specific. And I forgot what Miz did exactly, but it was really cool. Logan Paul did a freaking backflip to the outside. That was awesome. Logan Paul put Miz through the announce table. Diving elbow drop. That was awesome. Maurice tried to distract. AJ Styles, I think, came in to like mess with Tommaso Ciampa, who was like helping Miz at ringside. That was, I don't know what that means. That was I haven't like watched Raw and SmackDown or anything like that, by the way. So I don't know if they've been feuding or whatever. But Logan Paul hits the skull-crushing finale on the Miz for the 1, 2, 3. So Logan Paul wins, thankfully. Just awesome. I love Logan Paul as a wrestler. And he is a really damn good wrestler, man. Yeah. Next up, we have the WWE United States Championship match. Bobby Lashley defending against Mr. Money in the Bank Theory. This was really short. Right off the bat, Theory attacked Lashley with the briefcase to begin this match. And Theory was like trying to get the advantage, of course. They fought for some. Bobby Lashley eventually put on the Hurt Lock. In just a couple minutes, actually. This match was only a couple minutes long. Theory passes out. Lashley is still United States Champion. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Very fun match, and yeah. Next up, we have a no-disqualification match. The Mysterios, consisting of Rey and Dominik Mysterio, versus the Judgment Day, consisting of Finn Bálor and Damien Priest, with Rhea Ripley at ringside. Really fun. They used chairs and all that. It was just a regular tag team match with weapons and the Mysterios, of course. Edge came back during this match, actually, to help out the Mysterios. And he has another new theme song, like a Brood type of theme song. That's just awesome. Cool to see Edge back. The Mysterios got the win with Rey Mysterio and Dominik doing the 619 simultaneously to Finn Bálor. And then I believe Rey did like a splash or something to Bálor for the 1, 2, 3. Great stuff. And next, after that, we have Pat McAfee versus Happy Corbin. This match, it was fun, still fun. You know, there's a few matches on the show that I gave 2.5 stars, but they were still really fun matches. You know, every match that I rated 2.5, I thought was really fun. And this was another one. I can't really remember anything specific besides the ending when Happy Corbin like accidentally attacked Charles Robinson, the referee, and then Pat McAfee kicked Corbin in the nuts. Did like a code red or code blue, whatever it's called, or something like that for the 1, 2, 3. Pat McAfee wins. Awesome. Next up, we have the Undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship match with Jeff Jarrett as the special guest referee. Jeff Jarrett, of course, tomorrow will be participating in Ric Flair's last match. I don't know if I'm going to review that, because I could be going away tomorrow. Don't worry, there's still tons of scheduled videos to come. And this was a really good match. Probably not quite as good as the Money in the Bank match, but this was pretty good. Had a very abrupt ending, if I'm being honest. But still a really good match. Just what you'd expect. Just not quite as intense or fast or long as Money in the Bank. Really fun match, though. Dang good match. Like my third or second best match of the night. You know. Then we have what we thought was going to be the cancelled Riddle versus Seth Rollins match. Riddle came out of nowhere. No, by the way, Kid Rock was in the crowd, and he made up with frickin' Honey Boo Boo or whatever, and then he started giving the middle fingers to the camera, and then the camera immediately cut away. And Fred Durst did the exact thing at SummerSlam exactly a decade ago. The middle finger thing, like that's just amazing, like full circle, 10 years. 2032 is, I don't know, in 2032 is Machine Gun Kelly gonna show up in the crowd of SmackDown and give the camera the middle finger again. Started with Fred Durst in 2012, continued a decade later with Kid Rock in 2022 and 2032. Machine Gun Kelly. I don't know, just for an example. But anyway, Riddle came out and he's injured his neck, and then he was like, you know what? I'm not gonna take your crap, Seth Rollins. And Riddle came out. And Seth came out. And they didn't actually have a match, but they did brawl for a teeny bit. Seth did the curb stomp and then left. Yeah. But yeah. Next up, we have the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship match. We have Liv Morgan defending against Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey definitely had the upper hand for the most part in this match. It seemed like, or at least the commentators, I remember them saying something like that. Let's just skip to the end. Liv Morgan rolls up Ronda Rousey. 1, 2, 3. But as the referee was making the count, Liv Morgan was actually tapping out. And I was like, what the fuck? But I'm glad Liv Morgan retained. That's what I wanted to win. Yeah. And, main event time. Last man standing match for the Undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Roman Reigns defending against Brock Lesnar. The second time these two have fought in the main event of SummerSlam. And I reviewed SummerSlam 2018 as well, which their first SummerSlam match, This match, like I said, the ending bit of this match annoyed the heck out of me. But before that, this match was perfect, man. Brock had a tractor entrance. He came out normally, and then he walked over into this tractor that was on the side, and then he drove the tractor to the thing, and then he climbed up the thing himself on the tractor shovel thing, and he stayed up there actually while the referee did the count, announcing the contestants in the match. And then Brock was like, shut up. And then he introduced himself with some of it. And then the announcer introduced Roman, of course. And then frickin' Brock jumps off the frickin' tractor shovel thing. And does a Luther's press, diving Luther's press all the way from up there. And then immediately they fight in the crowd. They fight in the stage light crane area, whatever you call it. Some brutal spots there. 2 table spots shortly after, both of them involving Brock. The first was and I don't think we've ever seen Brock Lesnar go through, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't believe we've ever seen Brock go through tables that weren't the announced tables, those brown tables, until tonight. That was awesome. And then the second one was an enziguri. Steps got involved too. F5s, spears, that. And then, there was so many times when it looked like this match was going to end, and it was holy crap, it's at the end, and then it's nope, it's still going, and at one point, Brock just got frustrated and then he went into the freaking tractor, and he lifted up freaking Roman Reigns with the tractor shovel, and then he tipped him out of it, but Reigns still got up, and then Brock, and then there was an awesome part when Reigns put Lesnar in the guillotine, and then Lesnar countered with his own guillotine, and it was just all out war basically. So much fun, so much brutality and all that. But I think this is the first last man standing match for Brock too. That's pretty cool too. And this match, the rest of this match, I really thought Brock was gonna win quite a couple times in this. I won't lie. And then I think this is the point when my freaking stupid ass stream butchered out, and then I very angrily went in my room just to turn on my laptop to try and get the stream again, because I was in the living room trying to watch it, streaming it on the internet on our smart TV. And that was the one when I had to reset it several times and all that. And then, like, when I finally got back, it turns out Theory tried to cash in. The frickin' Usos got involved. And that Brock was still getting up after they frickin' hit him with the belt 1,000,000,000 times and all that. And, I have to... that was after this specific epic part just before that. Brock went back into the tractor. The tractor was used quite throughout this match, actually. And then he frickin' lifted up the ring with the frickin' tractor shovel. I'm not even joking. That was it. I mean, I did kind of predict something like that was going to happen. And Roman frickin' fell out of the ring. That was such a dope spot. I personally thought it was a predictable spot at the same time. Kind of, if I'm being honest. Once he was doing the thing with, putting Roman in the shovel thing before that. That's when I kind of thought that, just before he put Roman on it, that he was going to tip over the whole ring. That's when I thought he would. I thought he was going to do it then, not necessarily later. Still not enough to be Roman in. Of course, Theory tries to cash in. His cash in wasn't used up, though. I won't lie, I very much pictured in my mind all along that this night was going to end Theory pinning Reigns to become champion. But, that didn't happen. Very annoying, convenient booking for Reigns. The count's supposed to restart when, like people have said online, when you keep, attacking the wrestler when they're down. And, both last man standing matches with Reigns have had that exact same thing. Conveniently placed for Roman specifically, stuff in the match, that's some bullshit, man. And I'm so freaking over the Usos freaking interfering and everything. It's just making my blood freaking boil, man. Seeing when I see that they come out to freaking interfere and shit. Obviously, I'm not quite as mad as how SummerSlam last year ended. And to go into that, man, I was so, in the moment with that review. Yeah, very annoying way to end this pay-per-view. I'm not a fan of how that ended. But it was still a pretty badass match, yeah. I don't know what else to say. That's my review of WWE SummerSlam 2022, y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed. And, I was really rooting for Reigns to cash in. And Drew McIntyre had a little segment in the show as well. He was, saying, we're about to see the main event, Roman versus Brock for the first time ever in Nashville. And the audience cracked up at that. And it is going to be Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns at Clash at the Castle, September 3rd, 2022. And I hope he defeats Reigns. I think he is a good shot. Probably the best shot out of anyone so far, I reckon. Maybe Theory cashes in too. But, yeah. Anyway, that's my review of SummerSlam 2022. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you guys enjoyed, especially with me jumping through hoops, to... watch through buffering pay-per-views, so I can do these reviews for you. Alright. Yeah. I'm your boy, Mark Sanders. That was WWE SummerSlam 2022 pay-per-view review. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one.